Chelsea's rebuild continues as we enter season number 3 under Todd Boehly and his goons. With over 1.2 billion spent on transfers in that time and poor finish after poor finish, it could well be a case of third time's a charm, but it could also be the same old story. So I've enlisted the help of the one person capable of answering the toughest questions and predictions heading into this pivotal season, Chatgpt. And since it can now talk back, let's make this a podcasting experience. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. It's about to be as predictable as Chelsea themselves. Hello, ChatGPT. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're interviewing you right now regarding the start of the Premier League. I hope you're excited for the Premier League to start this weekend. Chelsea play Manchester City. It's a huge game to get things rolling.
Thank you for having me. It's definitely an exciting match to start the season. Chelsea against Manchester City is always a headline grabber, and with both teams looking strong, it's bound to be a thrilling game. What are you most looking forward to seeing in this match?
Well, things to look out for would be how we've progressed since the preseason. Obviously didn't go too well, but there are some glimmers of hope. There are some positives to take from that. Now listen, I'm like I said, I'm recording a video for my YouTube channel. Do you mind answering some questions further about Chelsea Football Club and their upcoming season?
Of course, I'd be happy to help with your video. Fire away with your questions about Chelsea's upcoming season. What do you want to dive into first?
So I just wanted to start by asking quickly, which team in the Premier League do you support, if any?
I don't support any specific team, but I'm here to provide info and insights on all of them. So what's your next question about Chelsea or any other Premier League topic?
First question. On Chelsea here, Enzo Maresca has joined after Mauricio Pochettino was sacked at the end of last season. He's come into it once again, a rather disjointed Chelsea side. What can you tell me about Enzo Maresca that would make me believe that he could be the man for the job at Chelsea Football Club and to take them back to being an elite club once again?
Enzo Maresca brings a fresh perspective to Chelsea, having a background as a player and a coach in various European clubs. He's known for his tactical flexibility and ability to develop young talent, which could be crucial for Chelsea as they look to rebuild and establish a strong, cohesive team. His previous experience as an assistant at Manchester City under Pep Guardiola has given him insights into high-level management and success in the Premier League, which could be invaluable in transforming Chelsea into a top-tier club again. His approach to the game focuses on control and progression, which might just be what Chelsea needs to stabilize and excel. How do you feel about Maresca's potential impact at Chelsea?
Only time will tell, I think. I think at this point, coming into seasons, season after season with new manager after new manager, it's hard to get excited. However, I would be lying if I did say I wasn't excited for what's to come. My next question. Chelsea's first match, as we've discussed, is in the Premier League against champions Manchester City this weekend. Again, statistically speaking, how do you think Chelsea will fare in this matchup?
It's definitely a tough match right out of the gate for Chelsea. Historically, Manchester City has been a challenging opponent for Chelsea, especially considering City's consistent performance under Pep Guardiola. However, Chelsea's new managerial tactics and any fresh synergy from recent signings could play a pivotal role. If Chelsea can leverage their strengths, such as their attacking potential and midfield dynamics, they might be able to disrupt City's rhythm. The key would be how well they've adapted to Maresca's strategies and if they can effectively counter City's possession-based game. It will be interesting to see how Chelsea handles the pressure and whether they can deliver a strong defensive performance while creating meaningful chances up front. What other aspects of the game or season are you looking forward to discussing?
Well, I mean, that leads on to my next question. Injuries were a huge concern of Chelsea's last season, with Reece James, our captain, out for the majority. Once again, he's picked up another injury. What can you tell me about Reece James that might give me and other fans some confidence that he can overcome his injury problems and become, once again, one of the best right-backs in the world?
Reece James is undoubtedly one of the most talented right-backs in the world when fit. His blend of physicality, technical ability, and attacking prowess makes him a critical player for Chelsea. His recurring injuries are concerning, but it's important to note that many top athletes have successfully overcome similar challenges. The key for James will be comprehensive and careful management of his recovery process. With the right medical and physiotherapy support, along with gradual reintroduction to competitive play, he can manage his fitness levels more effectively. Additionally, Chelsea might look into adjusting training routines and match strategies to prevent future injuries. With his resilience and the club's support, there's a strong chance he can return to his best form and continue to make significant impacts for Chelsea. How do you think Chelsea can best manage his playing time to avoid future injuries?
Well, we've been playing the inverted role for him. I mean, he's out for the first couple of games with suspension, so we've got time once more to sort of work around those issues and fine tune all of those problems. Moving on, our attacking options this season have grown exponentially. Victor Osimhen is still a player that is being rumoured to join Chelsea before the transfer window closes. Out of Victor Osimhen, Nicholas Jackson, who's currently at Chelsea, and Mark Guiu, one of our newest signings, who do you think should be the man to lead the line for the Blues this season?
With the array of talent at Chelsea's disposal, it's a promising situation. Victor Osimhen, if he joins, brings proven goal-scoring ability and physical presence in the box, which could be pivotal in matches where breaking down defenses is crucial. Nicholas Jackson offers speed and agility, making him a versatile option against faster-paced or counter-attacking sides. Mark Guiu, as one of the new signings, will be eager to prove his worth and could bring fresh energy and creativity to the forward line. Choosing the right man to lead the line might depend on the opposition and tactical setup. Maresca might rotate based on form, fitness, and specific match strategies. Osimhen, with his experience and robust style, could be the go-to for high-stakes games, assuming he joins. However, integrating talents like Jackson and Guiu allows Chelsea to adapt and keep opponents guessing. What kind of approach do you think Maresca should adopt with these attacking options?
Just go with the best man possible. Todd Boehly, next question, sorry. Todd Boehly has now spent close to or around £1.3 billion since taking over at Chelsea. Surely this sort of spending can't continue, and if Todd Boehly is to continue, it surely would be detrimental in creating a winning side with some sort of structure.
Todd Boehly's aggressive spending strategy since taking over Chelsea has indeed reshaped the squad significantly, aiming to boost competitiveness swiftly. While this level of investment has brought in high-caliber players, the challenge lies in building a cohesive team that gels on the pitch, a task that money alone can't solve. Long-term, sustainable success in football requires a balance between investment, player development, and tactical stability. It's crucial for Chelsea to focus not only on acquiring talent, but also on nurturing young players and ensuring tactical consistency, which can sometimes be disrupted by frequent big-name signings. The hope would be that this investment phase sets a foundation after which the club can shift towards a more sustainable model, perhaps focusing more on its youth academy and strategic signings that fill specific needs, rather than making numerous high-profile acquisitions each window. How do you feel about Chelsea's current strategy under Boehly, and what changes, if any, would you like to see moving forward?
I mean, it is like throwing darts at the wall and hoping it's something, you know, for lack of a better term, throwing shit at a wall and hoping it sticks. It's a bit of a technique that we've seen with other clubs. I don't think it's necessarily working for Chelsea so far, but who knows? It might well, it may well end up working in the future. Next question. Chelsea are more or less now in the UEFA European Conference League this season with a playoff game or two to go. Chelsea have won all other competitions, the Champions League, the Europa League. Chelsea could become the first club in history to win all three European titles. Do you think they have what it takes?
Competing in the UEFA European Conference League presents a unique opportunity for Chelsea to complete an impressive set of European achievements. Having already secured the Champions League and Europa League titles, adding the Conference League would indeed make them the first club to win all three current major UEFA competitions. showcasing their breadth and depth across European football. Given Chelsea's squad depth and the level of competition in the Conference League, they certainly have the potential to go far. The key will be how well Enzo Maresca can manage the squad rotation between domestic and European commitments to maintain freshness and competitiveness across all fronts. The club's experience on big stages and the tactical acumen of the coaching staff should serve them well in navigating through the tournament. If they can maintain focus and leverage their depth effectively, they stand a good chance of making history. Do you think the squad's depth will be enough to compete on all these fronts? Or are there areas you feel Chelsea still needs to strengthen?
Certainly, as we've mentioned already or discussed earlier, in the striking sense, I think is one of the aspects we need to work on. Mark Guiu, for me, is potentially ready, but if we get Victor Osimhen in the door and at Chelsea, then I think we have all it takes to win that third and, well, importantly, that third and final European Cup. A few more questions to go. Moving back to the Premier League now, and Chelsea have finished 12th and 6th in the last 2 seasons. Based on facts and statistics alone, where can you legitimately see Chelsea finishing this season in the Premier League?
Given Chelsea's mixed performances in recent seasons, and considering the substantial changes in their squad and management, predicting their exact finish can be tricky. However, if the integration of new signings goes well and the team adapts quickly to Enzo Maresca's strategies, a finish in the top 6 is certainly achievable, and they could potentially push for a top 4 spot if they find consistent form. The key factors will be how well the team gels, the impact of the new managerial tactics, and their ability to address last season's issues, particularly in attack and defensive stability. Consistency will be crucial, as the Premier League is highly competitive, and any points dropped against lower-ranked teams can be detrimental in the race for top positions. Aiming for Champions League qualification should be a realistic target, which would mark a successful improvement from the previous seasons. What are your thoughts on this outlook? Do you think Chelsea has what it takes to crack the top 4 this season?
I like that you didn't ask if Chelsea could win the Premier League, but more so just whether or not, we could get a top 4, top 6. It remains to be seen. We'll see how it goes. I think that the club is still in a bit of a process at the moment. Not that I like that it is, but it is what it is. I think we just have to go with it. I do think minimum 6th place, but we will see where we go, I suppose. Silverware is embedded in Chelsea's DNA. However, since Todd Boehly has taken over, Chelsea are without silverware. With all the competitions that the club is involved in this season, can you tell us how likely it is that Chelsea could secure silverware this season? And if so, which competition is most likely?
Chelsea's pursuit of silverware under Todd Boehly's ownership is a hot topic, especially with the significant investments made. While the Premier League may be highly competitive and challenging given the current rebuilding phase, Chelsea could find more immediate success in cup competitions where the knockout format can sometimes play to the strengths of teams in transition. 1. Domestic cups, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. These competitions might provide the best chance for Chelsea to claim silverware. The knockout format allows them to focus on individual games rather than the consistency required in league play, and they've historically performed well in these competitions. 2. UEFA European Conference League. If Chelsea progresses past the playoff stage, they could be strong contenders in this tournament. The level of competition is generally perceived to be a notch below the Champions League and Europa League, which could give Chelsea an advantageous position to go deep and potentially win it. Premier League. Winning the league might be a stretch this season, given the depth and quality of teams like Manchester City, Liverpool, and others who have had more stable preparations and squad continuity. The Conference League might represent their best chance for international silverware, balancing competitive challenge with their current squad capabilities. What do you think Chelsea's focus should be this season?
I think that being back in Europe, once again, we should focus on the European Conference League. Lastly, my last question for you. If Chelsea are blue, Arsenal are red, and Tottenham are white, what colour is London? And I'll give you a hint. The answer could very well be blue. I'm just giving you a hint.
With that hint, it sounds like you're saying London is blue, reflecting Chelsea's recent successes and impact in the city. It's a fun way to show support for your team. Are you looking forward to seeing if Chelsea can dominate London this season?
Oh, I'm excited. I don't know if confident is the word. But on that note, thanks for joining us, ChatGPT. What message do you have for the viewer before you go?
Thank you for having me. To all the viewers, keep supporting your teams with passion and respect. Enjoy the season, embrace the highs, and learn from the lows. Football is all about the shared moments and the community it builds. Whether you're a Chelsea fan or support another club, here's to an exciting season ahead.
And, well, I mean, that was lovely. Is there anything else you want to tell the YouTube viewers to do regarding my channel?
Absolutely. To all the viewers, if you enjoyed the discussion and want to stay updated with insightful analyses and the latest on Chelsea and more, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for this channel. Your support helps keep the great content coming. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the football conversation going.
Amazing. Well, there you have it. Technology predicts that Chelsea will maybe finish in the top 6, maybe win the European Conference League, and at the very least, thinks that London is blue. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. It's a very interesting concept for a video here. I hope you've enjoyed it. Very different for this channel, but I'm looking to excel with my editing skills and my ideas and whatnot. So let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Thanks for watching once again. And we move now on to this new season.